Delighted to be with you today. I know that some of you are coming from a long distance, so we really appreciate your time. We have a few very interesting things to share with you this afternoon. So let me first start with a quick reminder of who we are. So Philips Lighting is the leader in the lighting industry. We are uniquely positioned on the value chain since we are involved in light source, luminaires, also systems and services. You know, we are stock listed since May 2016. You maybe know that precisely today we are making it to the AEX in Amsterdam, which is, you know, part of the 25 higher market caps, you know, in the country. 7 billion is our turnover. 75% of what we sell goes to professional customers. We employ 30,000 people, and we have a stated goal to innovate, to be the leading innovating company in the lighting industry. We dedicate 4.8% of our turnover to R&D. And we use, every 2 years, Light+Building to be able to display our latest innovations. And it starts with the booth that you're in. And if you go downstairs, you will see that it's about connected products, it's about connected sensors that all are going through software interfaces and then to the Internet of Things. And we can say that this is probably the only booth in Light+Building today which is displaying lighting in the Internet of Things. At least 80% of the booth has got that orientation. As a company, we are living a fantastic transformation journey. In 2007, 95% of our sales were done in the conventional lighting business. And we were number one. We're still number one in the conventional lighting business, but it's only 35% of our sales. 65 is LED, and we are number one. And we're also number one in connected lighting, which is weighing about 900 million euros for Philips Lighting in 2017, and we grew at 51%. So as you can see, the company has done that transformation, also improving our customer net promoter score, which is a big pride of ours. So we are now a company clearly operating on these different technologies and on these different business models with a very clear purpose, which is to unlock the extraordinary potential of light for brighter lives and a better world. And brighter lives and better world is also our sustainability promise to the world. You know, sustainability is core to us, and this is totally embedded in our main strategy. We are going to be one of the few companies, and probably the only company in the lighting industry which is going to be carbon neutral in 2020. So it's about our revenues being sustainable, but it's also about our operations being sustainable, meaning that we are sourcing our energy from renewable sources, that we are recycling our waste, and we build a very strong green supply chain. In 2017, we were recognized by the very well-known Dow Jones Sustainability Index as the #1 company, as the leader in the category electrical components and equipments. I have 3 things to share with you today. And the first one is the company name. So we had, when we separated from Royal Philips, the objective, after a given time, to change the name of the company. We informed you early on, it's now done. And the name of that company is capturing where we believe the industry goes and where we believe our company goes, shaping that industry. But let's see a short movie before I talk more about this. So let me highlight two very important things. So the name of the company will become Signify, but as it is stated here, our global brand remains Philips. Signify was chosen because it's about conveying a meaning, it's about conveying information, and it's about light becoming a new intelligent language. And that leads me to the second important message that I wanted to give to you today, which is about the fact that we are now equipping some of our standard luminaires in the office space, namely core line and power balance, with Li-Fi. So what is Li-Fi? Li-Fi is light fidelity. It is the capacity to use broadband through light waves in order to transmit data. So it can be replacing Wi-Fi. Why is it interesting? Because we use the same lighting infrastructure. We still deliver good quality of light, we still deliver energy efficiency, but at the same time we can transmit information at a very high data rate, 30 megabits. You know, we could be displaying many HD videos at the same time, or eventually share the screen and have a call happening at the same time at those speed rates in terms of transmission of data. But it is also secure, because if we want to transmit confidential information, we need line of sight. We've been also working on the technology so that from the luminaires that you see here, we have a perfect handover between one luminaire to the other one. We don't lose the signal. More than talking about theory, I can talk to you about something that we're implementing as a pilot site in France for a customer called ICAD, who has decided to change its office space using that technology. So we wanted to share with you this, which is a very important announcement, not only from a technology standpoint, but also from a commercial standpoint, changing the boundaries of how lights operate in working environments. And my last message is about Interact, which is a brand that we are launching, and it is also our IoT platform. So how does this work? We've already talked about the fact that we deliver from products to systems and to services, all captured in the Internet of Things. So you can imagine all these devices, lamps, drivers, luminaire sensors, being connected, sending information through softwares, and all this software sending this information back to a cloud-based platform, an IoT platform that is called Interact. And that platform is taking into account data security, data authentication, data storage, but also data analytics, so that we can, with our own services, but also with open APIs, with services of third companies, be able to extract further value from the data. So Interact is launched, and in order to be consistent, we have named the softwares that we have in our systems also Interact. So Interact City, Interact Landmark, Interact Office. And to talk to you more about what we do in that specific space, I will call Harsh on the screen that is going to give you more details. Harsh.
Thank you. So Eric shared with us exciting blueprint of lighting in IoT world, where data from sensors and lights go into lighting systems, to data repository on cloud, to various applications. But it's not something out in future. It's something that's happening now. And to bring it to life, let me share with you an example of a project that we did recently. This is a project in Dubai at Hamdan bin Mohammed Smart University. Now imagine you're a student who's just enrolling into that university. You've just downloaded the university app that has your schedule and your electives, and it's your first day in the college. You've just walked in. As you walk into the building, lights sense who you are and where you are. And the app knows what is your schedule of the day and starts guiding you to your classroom. So first day, no chance of missing classes. So you get into that classroom, and as many of you get together in that classroom, again, light sends the occupancy, how many students are there, and starts feeding that information now back to building management system for control of HVAC, so that the air conditioning can go up to make the classroom environment comfortable for all the students. All the lights in that university are controlled either with an app or with daylight sensors or centrally through a control system. There are no switches. And all of this data of how many students are there, which classrooms are occupied, where are they moving, all that is fed to the facility manager to even schedule cleaning services, to analyze energy, and so on and so forth. Isn't that cool? I wish there was something like this when I was studying, and maybe I could have attended a few more classes. So today, with this announcement of Interact IoT platform, we are also announcing Interact Office. All the lighting systems that we've built so far for buildings and offices are now brought onto our Interact IoT platform. All of them can now benefit of this power of IoT. We're also announcing today Interact City. Some of you would remember that a few years back, we had launched our range of street lighting systems, and one of them was City Touch. We're happy to share with you that just last month, we completed 1,000 cities getting onto our City Touch platform. Over the years, we've kept on adding to the power of City Touch. Now, City Touch luminaires come with geo-positioning capability. So when you fix that luminaire, it announces to the network that, hey, I'm here. And automatically, on the control dashboard that's there with the city control unit, they know which luminaire is where, and should something go down, automatically a message gets triggered to the nearest technician to go and fix it. We now also have equipped a lot of these street lighting systems with capability to get different kinds of sensor data. So various cities are now piloting things such as acoustic sensors, gunshot sounds to find out where the violence is happening, ambient air quality monitoring. So the same lighting system also provides infrastructure for environment monitoring. With Interact City, where all of these road and street light systems now become Interact City, this power now really starts getting harnessed. Because all of this data from different systems and different sensors is now available to be shared with third-party app developers. So somebody can develop a smart parking application, someone can develop environment monitoring application using data from our IoT platform. So today, just the way we've announced Interact Office and Interact City, we are also announcing Interact Landmark for beautiful monuments that we have around the world. We are announcing Interact Sports. So all our sports and arena systems are also brought into this world of IoT. We are also announcing Interact Retail. So all our retail systems for retail chains are also now enabled on this IoT platform. Each and every system that we have for different subsegments and verticals are getting enabled one by one to come onto the IoT platform. What lighting in the IoT world is doing is it's also creating now a new possibility of collaboration. It's no longer a world where all the value is created only by a lighting company. Now you can partner with complementary companies and create value propositions that go beyond lighting. Let me share with you one more example of that. So what you see here on the screen, pole, maybe a beautiful pole, not one of those bad-looking poles that you don't want to look at in your locality. Well, it's something way more than a pole. It's our smart fusion pole that we are developing with one of our alliance partners, American Tower Corporation. And to share with you what this does for citizens of various cities, let me invite on stage Steve Becker, who's Director of Vertical Markets with American Tower Corporation. Steve? Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks, Darsh.
Thanks.
Good afternoon. It's great to be here today, and we're tremendously excited about our alliance with Philips Lighting that we formed about 6 months ago. Just by way of introduction, American Tower Corporation is a Boston-based real estate investment trust. We operate about 150,000 wireless communication tower structures globally in 16 countries, and we're excited to be here today. In terms of the backdrop of our relationship with Philips Lighting, I wanted to lay out three what I'll call mega trends that really form that backdrop, but really create opportunities for us as an alliance going forward. First of all, cities are undergoing rapid LED conversions, and of course, Philips Lighting is the leader there. Secondly, smart city initiatives are rapidly underway, and Philips Lighting is obviously a key leader there with their systems that they're deploying. And that was important to us as we look to Philips Lighting as a partner. And then lastly, where we really add tremendous value is the densification that's occurring of the mobile operator networks. And our infrastructure is all about shared infrastructure. So those towers that we operate are shared facilities that multiple operators can all utilize. That same model plays out here in terms of our relationship with Philips Lighting. So the alliance is focused on jointly developing a smart pole that can accommodate the needs of those multiple operators and all three of those megatrends that I've described: the LED conversion, the smart city deployments that are occurring, and also this densification of networks that is occurring. And when I say densification of networks, what we're referring to there is as we all demand more from our mobile networks or services that our mobile operators offer, and as the IoT deployments increase, there's going to be roughly 50 to 100 times more antenna sites needed in the urban core. And so these smart poles that we're jointly developing are going to help solve for the needs of the mobile operators, as well as facilitating the smart city deployments and the LED conversions that I'm alluding to. So briefly, let me show you the solution that's underway right now. It's on the left-hand side here. And first, let me describe to you that the smart pole that we're jointly developing is specifically designed to be flexible. This is designed as a replacement of existing lights in the urban core. So an existing light pole would be removed and would be replaced with the smart pole that you see here. And so it can match existing styles of street lighting that are out there, and it's specifically designed to be flexible in those types and heights, et cetera, that are accommodated. As you look at the pole at the top, you can accommodate the luminaire, various luminaire styles. A real differentiator with this product that we're co-developing are the antennas that are physically part of the structure. Unlike other solutions that are out there that have an antenna above the pole or adjacent to the pole, offset from the pole, here, this product that we're co-developing, the antenna is physically integrated into the pole, which is a differentiator. Another key differentiator with this solution is that it accommodates multiple mobile operators. And that's the case with the antenna. There'll be two antennas in the pole itself, and then there's cabling down to the base where the actual radio equipment of the operators is housed. Again, two operators, multiple radios in the base of the pole. So we're really excited about this. It's a flexible solution to accommodate varying urban environments and address those three megatrends. Lastly, in closing, I'll highlight 3 weeks ago today, we announced jointly with the city of Huntington Beach, California, with Philips Lighting and ourselves, that we have a project underway. Huntington Beach, Southern California, about 200,000 population, 200,000 residents, but about 11 million visitors each year for various surfing competitions and other opportunities in the great city of Huntington Beach. So we're partnered up together to deploy some of these smart poles in the urban core, right in these beach areas in the downtown area. We're excited to get this rolling and put these products to use in the city of Huntington Beach. And it's really providing, it's a win-win-win. The city is getting a solution that can support the trends that I just described in an aesthetically pleasing manner. And for American Tower and Philips, we're able to expand our scale in terms of deploying systems and lights and solutions for the mobile network operators. Thank you so much. Harsh, back to you.
Thank you, Steve. I think soon we are going to see all those ugly-looking base stations all over transform into such beautiful streetlight poles. Let me now transform you from the world of smart cities to a very different world. Humor me for a few minutes, or few seconds, and close your eyes. All of you, please close your eyes. What do you see? What you see now is what 1 in 7 people in the world, 1 in 7 persons in the world sees when the sun sets. When the sun goes down, 1 in 7, where there is no access to reliable electricity, there is no light. Their life comes to a standstill. They're deprived of being a part of this modern world. So in line with our commitment to create brighter lives for a better world, not only are we working on technologies that power smart cities of future, we are also working on how do we make a difference to these communities. And we've worked over the last few years on number of solar-powered lighting solutions for village community centers, so the center where all the villagers come together in the evening and gather, or that one street that runs through the village, which is the only street around which all the huts and all their homes are. And we are making this available at thousands and thousands of villages all over the world. Some of you might have read about our latest announcement in this regard of a very exciting technology called Philips SunStay, where we are using the developments in energy efficiency, developments in smart and innovating charging technology to create a very sleek, unique street light, which is not a street light. Of course, it gives light, but it's also a solar panel. It also has a built-in battery. It has built-in sensors. And with the same size of that street light, now you can charge it for 8 hours, and it can give you power for 24 hours. So even if in between you have a rainy day, you still have light the next day. So that's what we are doing around the world, whether it's in Southeast Asia, in India, and also taking it now to Africa. We've also developed simple technologies and solutions such as Philips Lifeline. Again, tens of thousands of villagers now can work in the evening, children can study at night, and women can cook with the availability of light. And hence, we're truly working to not only make smart cities of future, but also brighter lives and better world at the bottom of the pyramid. To share with you how we are making a difference to consumers all around the world, let me now invite on stage my colleague, Mahesh.
Thanks, Harsh. Thanks, Harsh. Consumer lighting is about 25% of the market. And a lot of you know Philips because of Philips Hue. But we also make a big difference in consumers' lives through functional LED lighting. And I'm going to share some examples with you. LED is designed for the comfort of your eyes. Our eyes need good lighting. I'll say that again. Our eyes need good lighting. Let me ask why. Well, the basic trend today is that almost all of us, our families, our children, spend a lot of time indoors, much more than in the past. All in front of their computer screens, mobile devices, doing WhatsApp, Twitter, especially for the US president. And that means basically that our eyes are getting strained. So much so that the WHO basically says that 1 out of 2 of us by 2050 may suffer from short sight. But that's a pretty serious one. But lighting has a key role to play in eye comfort. And therefore, as Philips, as the leader, we have worked to define the criteria for eye comfort. You have glare, you have flicker, you have strobe. Things that you don't easily see, but will affect your eyes, causing irritation, lack of concentration, especially in children, and sometimes headaches. So, we have now developed an entire eye comfort principle, and all our bulbs are designed with high-quality LEDs so that lighting is always easy on your eyes. It is comfortable for your eyes. And indeed, with this, your eyes will thank you, your children's eyes will thank you. And for that, to make it easy, we also have the Eye Comfort logo there, clearly stating the products that carry this logo will be comfortable for your eyes. So you can make the choice, and we should. And in line of that Eye Comfort range, we also are happy to announce 2 new bulbs. These are also, of course, fulfilling the criteria of Eye Comfort. But in this case, normally light bulbs are to be hidden. Everybody hides them behind covers, luminaires, and so on. But these are bulbs that they look beautiful even when not lit, but even more beautiful when lit. So again, drawing from inspiration from old lighthouses, but you suddenly have warmth, vintage, classic, a very nice retro look, which is very, very popular. For those like me, at least I like to think I'm modern, my children think otherwise. The modern range, again, very minimalist, chic, very different range. And here you see suddenly you have crisp and clear light. So again, based on the choice you want to make, you have the option of the light. So I'm just coming close so that I can take better pictures. Yeah. We, of course, continue on our journey of Hue. So we continue to extend our range of Hue Indoor Luminaires. So you see for exploring, which is much more about personal spaces, we have now a range of table lights and floors. Similarly, if you're at the dining experience, Hue Devote, ranges of pendants, and for parties or social occasions, more range also with pendants, those beautiful pendants, the Hue being. All of these easily available and accessible downstairs, so please do have a look. In the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas, we had promised the Hue Outdoor Luminaires. For a long time, consumers have been saying, hey, we get a great experience indoors, but I want it in my backyard. I want my party to look great. I want my garden to look fantastic. And with this, basically now we have developed a range of spots, luminaires, bollards that can light up your pathway very easily, suddenly can make your flowers look better, your garden look attractive, or with the fact that you may still have the Hue bridge inside, but your outdoor suddenly is very, very well lit. Not only do you feel comfortable with security, for those of you who are security conscious, it's also very soft. But more importantly, for those of us who want to throw a fantastic party in July, we can't give a party now, thanks to the snow. But if you're in summer, outside, you will all love to have a barbecue or a party, and there you are. Suddenly, Philips Hue Outdoor gives you a range of options that can suddenly give you 16 million colors, the kind of energy and excitement that you need. And again, very easy to install. My team assures me that you can put up your entire range of Hue Outdoor within 1 hour, and you don't need an electrician. You can do it yourself. We've also had feedback in the past about getting ready with a backbone and a system to deliver an app for the future. So in listening to audience recommendations, we have now developed the Hue App 3.0, fully designed, and again, ready to work with smart home systems. And I'm going to just show you what this is all about. Let's see. Yeah, the movie says it all. We have the broadest range. So I'll go back here, sorry. We have the broadest range of the Hue app for connected luminaire. The Hue app 3.0 brings in a lot of user feedback. Easy to pick colors, which was more difficult to do, easy to group bulbs, 30 new scenes, and much, much more easy user interfacing. So we have listened to our consumers and developed this app. Importantly, also Hue Sync, which will also be announced in spring, makes entertainment much easier. Fantastic. If you're a gaming fan, suddenly the lights in your house will work with your gaming, movies, and music. And there's a fantastic show downstairs for people who use Razer and Overwatch, are fans of that. Downstairs, a fantastic way of using Hue with gaming. The last one, but an important one, Friends of Hue. Now, we embarked on this program because the ecosystem for connected lighting is important. So it's not just selling Hue, but enabling consumers to have their choice of luminaires, of switches, of their smart home network, so that Hue is compatible with everything, and it becomes a seamless, exciting experience. So, yeah, we are making more friends here, and you can see that there. We have 4 new luminaire partners in the US. Of course, you know that we work with all the digital home assistants, be it Apple, Google, Alexa, Ding Dong, Microsoft. Switches, again, downstairs I would recommend you because there's 3 new switch companies we are working with, because this gives you much more experience on lighting. Switches are something which, in these switches, do not have any power, so you don't need electricity, you don't need batteries. They work with mechanical, but they're all Hue compatible. And we would like to thank Feller, Vimar, and Nemo there for working a great partnership with us. So Hue now is available in all options, and we continue to drive the Friends of Hue so that for consumers, smart, connected, wireless lighting works seamlessly.